This morning, I have a little bit guidance of the skill of mindfulness practice in my understanding and my ways of putting it into practice. Here is something that you can see it in the screen as what I call the kata, the first kata of guiding into reading the sutra in Satipatthana teaching. So these verses is not been written in the Pali text bring in. I just from traditionally orally I learned from my teacher of what we call the teach me how to meditate, the teacher. Maybe it's something that he found it himself or he give his own way. Something that not been in the general Tipitaka. But I found this is a very good outline to be put into practice. Here is something I need to recommend you in the sutra teaching. Once who want to meditate and achieve in experience your own mind and your sharpening your own mindfulness, you need to stop something. Okay, be content and less desire, proper eating times, and know how to apply to new treatment, how to get the new treatment supply properly. The third one is sleep not too much, not too less. These three guidelines is the basic for knowing the body properly. Let me say like this. Once we talk about knowing the body, means knowing the body right way. What is the body means? Meditation is cool and calm of mind state. So our mind state have something called excited energy. Excited energy come from two ways. One is called the new treatment to this body, make this body high, so mind become excited. So we have many things make this body high. So according to what we know is food, calorie, or we have a large of protein, so you will make this cell active. So active come to the brain active, then how can you meditate better? How can you experience cool and calm? You see, this we call that is extremely, you put the negative energy into the body. So you want to deal with the mental positive. Can you make it? It's difficult to calm down, I just say. You see? So you need to be mindful at first, is this. Okay, so other than food, then we have something else. Like someone here, maybe you are a cigarette smoker. I don't want to say many things to you. You need to aware by your own judge. I don't give any good or bad. Okay, so drug, alcohol, This is something that is called that is a finer thing come to the central nervous system and excite this mind. It's not necessarily if you feel, oh, I'm not healthy, I need more food, that might be an excuse. If you said this drug problem, this kind of material is necessary, I don't think so. At least in the retreat that time, I don't think you need too much, isn't it? So if someone there, oh, I'm thinking about become monastic, then the cigarette is still burning there, and then keep input into your mouth. What is this mean to monastic? A true mind will knowing the perception come out wholesome and unwholesome. He don't try to bring everything in support himself. We need to support the mind into very simplicity in order we can learn what is called unity. No simplicity is no unity. You see? So don't bring yourself into that kind of desire. Desire burning is just opposite about purifying the mind. Okay? So these two things need to keep it in mind. And then one more thing is don't sleep too much, young man. Why? I already tell long ago, if you sleep 2 more hours a day, you have 80 years old, then you only have 60 years life. Because 20 years you already sleep. If you want to read history, it's like that. This is called history's awakening. Believe me, 5 years old, I already wake up 3 to 4 a.m. in the morning because of training to be soldier. You see, until right now, I still not thinking about I need more sleep. I already become used of it. You want me to sleep, I sleep there. Only thing can make me not boring is mindfulness study, breathing. Otherwise, you sleep there is a very troublesome. Because the mind not going to sleep more than that many hours. You see, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. This is my life. 3, 4, 5. Call me. You see, what is the sleep being mean to me? 3, 4, 5. You see. Nothing is called the physician tell you need 8 hours or recover. No. Behavior can be make change. If behavior cannot be make change, there is nothing called impermanent no self. Don't trust an identity, solidity that cannot be changed. No. In Buddhism, we don't trust that. We trust the truth. Okay? So from that perspective, this is called 饮食知节量，少欲知足，勤修勿逾节. That is a sutra what said in the basic. Okay, if you have that basic already, unless that you want to try something, maybe have a little bit experience in the retreat. These 3 things need to be based. So next advanced meditation, then we need to write down. If someone that's smoking, you need to give up smoking. If that one need to eat many times, and then when they see the food, the hand will be more extend longer hand, then you need to cut off that monkey hand. Otherwise, then the mindfulness not going to cover. You know the personality have a lot of greedy. You see, personality is always like that. He is not because of the hungry. He is because of the mind behavior that and have something long processing. Nobody discipline you. You see, I myself, when I come to become monk, then I feel shameful. very shameful, the guidance spiritual life is so difficult processing. From time to time, this society just get lost of that connection. So it build up all this a life of samsara. It not build up the life, overcome the samsara. You see? So overcome samsara's life, it can still awaken himself. I call that self-awaken. It's not by discipline. It's not by any role. Need to give him role. It's not. He is self-disciplined, self-awakened. You see, because of the quality match. So here, mindfulness is something called Mahasati is a self-awakened or the big mindfulness. So training mindfulness to the big mindfulness, we have 2 sentences to go. Here, I think he already write it down. This would always follow up is right mindfulness, right knowing. Okay, this always follow up is right mindfulness, right knowing. Okay, for the first one called stopping or samatha. Right knowing, I call that always mindfulness for a beginner need an object. Okay. Until right now, I'm mostly still in the very beginning. Beginner's practice knowing the body. Knowing the body. Even though I can knowing the body more fine, but I still knowing the body. Knowing the body is need to get list of make your mind distant from the illusion of the mind, the illusion from the speaker inside here. Anyone don't have a speaker there? His personality always talk, isn't it? Always talk, always think, that kind of personality. So mindfulness to the body is avoid connected to that one. I think a lot of practice, skill, and that I try to do research that and this. Finally, I still thinking about. I don't have faith, go to other skill. I put myself into very practical, means I stop from the bottom line, very, very bottom line. The bottom line for me is avoid to contact to the talkative self. Try to be object into this very real self called bodily self. Okay, try to object it to here, then you have a subject for your mindfulness to abide. Okay, so this one you have a object, object for the mindfulness to abide means he avoid into the first thing is called thinking, feeling of thinking, perception, mindful to the perception, consciousness, try to be conscious, analyzing, so that in the 5 skandha, the other 4 we call them mind. You see, only the physics is body, the other 5 skandha of the 4 is the mind. We try to concentrate, not touching to the mind. So in Visuddhimagga and the Chinese version too, they talk about the first thing is called 分别明色. Analyzing, knowing that is a rupa, that is a nama. So we put our mindfulness into rupa, not nama. Means mindfulness to this physical self, not to the mental self. We need to analyze this too. Why analyze it? Because of the mindfulness not being trained, you only can master into more rough thing, not the fine thing. If you go to the fine thing, you're easy to pull to develop and processing into the fine thing, because mindfulness to the fine thing is very difficult. He already bring you there, you don't know. You don't let me see. When you see chocolate there, you know. Once you see chocolate, you already grab the chocolate and then put it into the mouth, you know. You don't aware, oh, this chocolate, aware, oh, this is a greedy rising. Once you contact to the chocolate, you know, processing into your ego, the ego will rise up immediately and turn it, samsara, turning what? Turning to the greedy. You see, if you see mouse eating chocolate, why? Because you see something from greedy, turn it into anger. It's fast than whatever we know. You see, mindfulness is showing that right mindfulness means you see there, you can stop. You see, you see that you can stop. You need to put it into very base. If you are untraining mind or you are already very aging right now, then you're from the such a way, crossway, you come to the path, you know. So from this junction, you merge onto the path. It's very difficult. So don't try into mindfulness to the mind. It's not going to work after the retreat. You see? I don't say it's not working all the time. In the retreat, it will work sometime. Because here, all the atmosphere, all the condition is support to intention. So you can have intention. But once you get back to daily life, you will lose yourself again, because this big ego. You see? Ego cannot be disciplined for me. My ego is very big, so I put myself into team. I trust the team. I trust the team have the faith to the triple gem. So I rely in two insurance cover. So a big umbrella cover, and then I buy a small insurance cover. Yeah. So make me myself more safe in the life. So my partner can tell me anything to do. If that is good, then I do. Right now, my job almost finished. I only come to the spiritual and teaching and other advice I will accept from this group. What we can make better, we try to make better. If cannot make better, I have more time to practice together. So my life will be moved in the spirit. How much I can benefit to the world, relying on condition. Okay, so the stopping, the first thing need to stopping is, I call that food and excited energy, okay, to the body. And secondly, that your body need to be fixed in the daily schedule. Okay, you don't know, today I'm very good, very exciting for meditation. I sit 5 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, even though midnight I still meditate, and tomorrow sleep until 12. That is not the good way. The good way is just very formally, steadily processing. So make a schedule for yourself. Day or night, like we have evening service, we have morning service. Why? Because monk need to have certain guidance, you know, need to have certain memory connected to the truth. So we cannot have fixed time to educate, to study. So at least we make something. You see all the books what we have. We try to make the book. I don't know English, but after chanting 1 year, I pick up. You see, So that I don't have to read the book yet, but I cannot see properly. My eyesight really bad. So I try to, eyesight bad, no problem. I use memory. This will encourage me use memory like that. So everyone need to try his way skillfully. So the first thing, stop here, have your schedule. This is training mindfulness without schedule. I don't think they have the condition to support this processing. Mindfulness really need to have schedule. I tell you what is mindfulness. Mindfulness means recall for memory. Another definition called recall for memory right away. Once you need it, you recall it come to you. That is called mindfulness. Okay? Or another word called intention. Once we need to intend to the object, it not run away. See? Once we intend to that object become more clearer in the mind and more abiding when the recall is not let go. This is called mindfulness. Okay? So the first one is right knowing. Okay, so I bring to right knowing in the same no further teaching that is called when the body is not moving. What can we do? Knowing the breathing. When the body is moving, right knowing. You see? So right knowing, right stopping, right observing, and then right breaking, then letting go. This is 5 sequence follow up into the Satipatthana of Kaya. Okay, so right knowing is the first one. See, so always with these two, moving is very fine because moving contact is more. Here we have, you see this one, the word able to know the bodily contact. You see this word in 12 link of interdependent coordination. Contact rising, feeling is rising. Feeling rising, if you're not aware, then clinging is rising. Clinging is the effect of the feeling. Feeling is the effect of the touching or contact. So you see, here I write it, the contact. So from this kata, contact is the key of what you put the mindfulness. You see? So only when you move this body, you need to contact to the body. If you not contact to the body, it will further develop into the very habitual pattern, contact to 5 senses or contact to the mind. Isn't it? So you need to move it into base, not let it develop into other contact and run away. So you always know the body, you know everything. So like I know the body. Window come here, I know. Like what Dan Susu said, maybe a shape, or maybe a more clearer, At least he knows something from the body already contact. You don't need to go there. If you go there, maybe here is out of touching. So always bring back to the center. This is a very key called stopping and called sharpening. Okay? So the sharpening is not you need to focus in there, then you know the information. If you focus in one organ, the other organ may not immediately, or we call intuitive awareness. It needs to pull back from that side, then the healing will work. If you are always centered in the body, all the five senses touching is no problem. Freely touching. Believe me, I come until today, I have to feel like that. Don't have to move your mindfulness. If you just stable your mindfulness to the body, all the senses were enough ability or sensitive to cover it right the moment. See? Unless this physics have problem or distraction, otherwise he will know things will vibrate in universal. So the vibration he will enough to signal that vibration. You don't need to go there. This is the wrong view that we think we have right view, but it's a wrong view. In right mindfulness, it means you stopping, thing will work. If you're traveling, sometimes it's a myth. You're over-projected, over-predicted like that. Yeah. So in monk life, he's very stability to wait for the condition in order he can aware the condition, can know the condition, can hear the condition like that. It's because of he trained himself at the just opposite from the world training. So mindfulness, I call it right mindfulness, is just able to know bodily contact. Those who rightly abide at the body. This is the first kata. Okay, this first kata is talk about samatha. The second kata that you see, the second one is called right mindfulness, sustained mindfulness, or we call it observing, right observing. Sustained mindfulness, we can call it right observing. Okay, those who rightly observe the body, able to break the bodies of bodily will. Bodily will, I call that this is first self. We have three kinds of self. One is bodily self, one is feeling self, one is mind self. You see, so this is three kinds of three viewpoints of a self. Yeah, I call me self. Who is me? This body. The secondly, oh, you hurt my feeling. You hurt me. Oh, hurt my feeling. So feeling is a self. I say, oh, I'm broken heart. What is a broken heart? Oh, mental is a self. Mental self. You see. So from time to time, we can using these three into self. In Buddhism, we need to sustain this or subdue this perception, rise up in order that we stuck in somewhere, or we become, that will become obstacle for your mind free. Okay, so here, this may a lot of thing to do. I will suggest you, when moving the body, part 2 need to go. When the body is not moving, part 1 need to go. Can you see that? Why moving the body, part 2 need to put into practice? Why? That is something. And moving the body is moving the body into contact of 5 or 6 senses. They will be more active. When the body moving, always 6 senses contact will be active. Once you stay there, so 6 contact will be already being closed mostly. Why you don't move the body is because of you stop it into contact. You see, so we call that not moving the body. So not moving the body, what we can only contact is we need to have certain natural contact in order it still have that behavior sensitive into touching. You see, so that behavior that nature is called breathing. See, breathing is living. Breathing is alive. No matter you know him or not, he is always breathing. So it's stopping the body. We try to come back to knowing the breathing. How much you need to know, how detailed you need to know, it doesn't matter. But you just try to know here, come to the here. Someone only know here. Someone say he know here too. He know here too. Someone just one pointer. It doesn't matter. But just knowing the breathing is come to touching to the body. And breathing out is touching to the body. Be careful touching this body. Be careful in that word. If not touching to the body, then you will breathe out. Then you call all this out, and then the monkey mind key in. Okay? If not touching to the body, monkey mind will key in. Okay? Remember that word is called bodily contact. Okay? Bodily contact in the practice of meditation is a very, very important keyword. Okay? If not contact into the body or breathing, then you get lost from other else. I will suggest from here on, you are the group that have first retreat very formally from me. If you are relying on this, trust in this, then you will be the personal individual that can come to the second my Satipatthana retreat. Okay, if someone that not have this base, I will not allow him come to the second one, even though become the teacher of here and teaching Satipatthana. I don't allow. Not here. He can there. We separate into 2 meditation halls. That is not formally or seriously required. He can say more broadly. That is a free man teaching. This one is holy man teaching. You see, I need to bring everyone come to not artificial observation, but come to realistic observation. Like what the Buddha said is 如实知,如实见. What is called 如实 means according to the reality of condition. Mind is easy to make all the artificial condition. So they have a lot of artificial, skillful training of samadhi or vipassana in Buddhism. But very pure Satipatthana is not much talk about. They have many Greek teachers talk, but in other region, other station. So in this station of the Midwest, St. Louis, I try to bring this into a station that come to pure Satipatthana of this form of mindfulness training. Okay, this is what I want to say in this first kata of Kaya Patipat. So, finish my talk.